Hey everybody, Blaine Austin here, Sewing Machines Plus. Welcome to our show. Hey, this is our second show of the new year, so welcome to 2021. And we have a ton of stuff that we're going to be doing this year. And matter of fact, I was looking at our schedule yesterday, and I told the girls I was talking to, I was like, man, this is making me tired already. So, but anyway, I wanted to say hello to Kyle and David this morning. They're here helping us out. And hey, guys, thank y'all for being here and helping us. And thank all of y'all for tuning in this morning and this afternoon. And we always look forward to our show. And hey, I love the emails y'all sent. I got a couple emails yesterday through customer service came and gave them to me that people were emailing us. And I always love, hearing those. And so keep it up. And again, hey guys, we got some great prizes we're going to give away today. So, as normal, if you want to win, you just make comments. You actually ask questions. You can actually like and share the video. If you're on YouTube, you can go down and you can do the chat as well. But you could also hit the thumbs up and hit the bell for the notifications, and that's going to automatically enter you to win. So there's a bunch of different ways you can win. But hey guys, we have got such a good show today, and we have Jane Klaus is going to be here. Angela Wolfe is going to be here. So we're getting y'all the double whammy, and we got a very special announcement today too we're going to tell you about. And so we're super excited about the show, and got some great giveaways. We're going to talk a little bit about the giveaways. I've been testing some stuff, and we're going to talk a little bit about my test that I've been doing and kind of share that with you. And so anyway, hey, I think we just jump right in here, guys, and let's welcome Jane to the show. And Jane, thank you so much for being here today. And I'm super excited to talk to you about all the things we're going to talk about today.
Hey, Blaine, it's great to see you. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I love being on the show with you, Blaine.
Well, hey, we love you being here, and I know all of our audience loves to see you. And we're going to talk. We're going to change things up a little bit today. And you and I are not going to talk so much about machines today, but we're going to talk about some other really cool stuff. But first of all, Happy New Year! This is your first time on our show for the 2021, and so we're thank you for being here.
Happy New Year to you.
Super busy.
I mean, listen, you call me, I'm like, of course I'll jump on and say hi to you and everybody else and spread a little bit of creative inspiration is what I love to do most. As a matter of fact, this is our first show in the new year together, so I'm super excited just to kick it all off.
No. So first of all, I know that you're super busy and you're always doing kind of coming up with creative things to do because of your busy lifestyle. And I get the question all the time, people are like, they're very intimidated about doing quilts and doing embroidery and all these different things. And I thought, who better to tell us about things, because you do all these crafts and all these different things. And I'm still kind of blown away by your blue jean wine bag that you made out of some old blue jeans. So tell us about, why should people, how can they get over that fear and that intimidation of trying just to jump in and do something like that?
I get asked this question all the time, Blaine, and a lot of times we're held back by fear because we think we're going to make a mistake. And I'm here to tell you, there's no possible way you can make a mistake when you're being creative, because if something happens that wasn't in the plan, that mistake or that creative direction you're going in, it's just taking you in a new direction. So maybe that project turns into something else. So, fear is what's holding us back. My job is to say, just try it. Just try it once. And we know that there is an established link between creativity and physical and mental well-being. So if you spend even a little amount of time every single day being creative or trying something new, you're going to improve your overall wellness and well-being. So number one, we are all creative beings because we have that innate ability to do so. So what I love about this is that because we're all creative beings and we say, well, I'm not that creative. And I know everyone that's watching right now is, but we think, oh, I can't do that quilt, or I can't try that embroidery, or I can't learn that machine. And you think of it like this. Your creative brain is a muscle that just needs to be exercised. So if we focus our attention on tackling a new project and we do that repeatedly, we're going to get better and better and better and better.
Well, I mean, that's great advice. And, and I wish everybody could do that, because, some people are just so scared to make mistakes. And I'm telling you, I'm probably guilty of that as well. I don't want to mess it up, and they're afraid what somebody's going to think about them. But I tell you what kind of got over my fear a little bit of just, sewing, because I'm not a big time sewer. I've never really sewn. I've just kind of done demos and things. And so, we have these ready to sew quilt kits, and I got challenged to make one. So that was actually the first time I've ever really tried to attempt to even do something very creative like that. And, granted, it was a kit that everything was cut out for me. But yeah, actually, y'all can see one of our ready to sew quilt kits behind me here. This is one of them that you can get and make. And we sell them on our website. Everything is cut for you, so it makes it easy. But my point by this is you could start it with something like that. If you're just wanting to quilt, get something like that, and it gives you the advantage of not having to think about the color choices, having to cut out the stuff. You just have to sew it together and make it look good. And then it gets you fired up about trying to do something more. And I think the embroidery is the same way, wouldn't you think? In any kind of crafting, like even using a scan and cut for things. I see, Julie Fifan Balzer do things on the scan and cut that just absolutely blows my mind at how she could make it on the scan and cut.
I see Angela Wolfe doing things with her sewing machines and her embroidery machines. I see Julie Fifan Balzer doing things on the scan and cut. And they are so amazing in their craft. And listen, in my world, I'm not a quilter. And I say I'm not a quilter. Could I do it? Probably. If I sat down and took my own advice, I could probably make one of your kits. Blaine, and I think you and I have talked about this.
We have.
I always, I just I have this rip it apart and remake it mentality. I always have. My mother was a very precise sewer, and she was very technical, and I always just kind of figured it out as I went along. And so she would always say, Janie, now you should really follow this pattern. And so I don't know what it is about me, but I just like to try it and see what happens, and then whatever I make out of it comes of it. So as I said before, maybe for me, trying a quilting kit would help me grow in my creativity and also expand, my knowledge and what we're doing. But I admire the quilters, Blaine. I mean, the quilt behind you, everyone's commenting on that.
Yes.
The quilt that you made, everyone's commenting on that. But for me, I admire everyone's creative work. A lot of times, so yeah, I can make stuff. That's great. But my favorite thing to do is to turn the camera around and then focus on people who are creative makers and just kind of peel back the curtain and find out what they're doing in their sewing room, what they're doing in their craft room, what they're doing on their kitchen counter. I mean, whatever it is, I love to find out what people are making. And I would love people to write in the comments, tell us what you're working on today.
Well, hey, Jane, what we could do is, I got challenged to make the quilt. Everybody chimed in and says, hey, we challenge you, Blaine, to make one of these, ready to sew quilt kits, because I kept talking about how easy they were to make, that anybody could do it. So basically I had to put my money where my mouth was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge you to make one of our ready to sew quilt kits. And I want you to just take it and be so creative with it. You can do anything you want to do with it. So if everybody thinks that Jane should take the challenge, chime in right now, and let's put some pressure on her to do this. And I'm going to send you one, Jane, just so you can do it. And we'll bring you back on the show and we'll show it, and we'll kind of tell you all about it. You can show it and everybody can chime in and see what they think about it. What's everybody think about that?
I love a good challenge, by the way. Don't ever, I'm always going to say, yeah, I can do that. Oh, absolutely.
I know that competitive side of you. So
sure, I can do it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Okay. I love it. We're getting so many great comments. Okay. I'm going to do it.
So I think if y'all think we ought to do it, let's do it. I think I'm going to get you one sent out. And I know that you've got a brand new edition to your studio that you're excited about too. So could you tell us what you got?
You mean the PR 1050?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's sitting right over there. And boy, is she a beauty. I cannot wait to take her out of the box. She's a little heavy, and set her up and start working on this beautiful machine that is here in my studio. So I'll listen, my mind is going crazy with ideas what I'm going to do with that 10 needle.
Oh, I can't wait for you to start doing some really cool embroidery. And as you know, you can actually incorporate embroidery into your ready to sew quilt kit that we send you too. So,
well, I mean, there's not a day in my life that I may be working, I may be writing a script, I may be doing an interview for whatever I'm doing that day. But most of the time I'm thinking about, what am I going to make? How am I going to make it? How is that going to work? Oh, and can I make a recipe that goes with the craft that I'm working on right now? I mean, I spend the majority of my time. So if you're telling me that I can take the quilt kit to the next level and add in some, other elements to it, I love it.
great idea. So, we, I know that usually we're on here and we talk all about machines and everything, but we've got a special announcement, don't we, that we're going to get to tell everybody a whole lot about machines. So everybody get your calendars out and your pieces, your pencils and pens, and write this down. So Jane, are you ready to give them our special announcement?
Yeah, I'm so excited. Save the date. Monday, February 15th, we are doing the Blaine and Jane Brothers Showcase. So Blaine, this is so exciting because we are spending the day doing a live broadcast showcasing all of the amazing machines and products that Brother has. So it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Pacific time and noon to 6 Central time. And then whatever time zone you're in, you're going to have to figure it out from there. But that's Monday, February 15th, the Blaine and Jane Brother Showcase. Blaine, we have about, 10 different machines we're talking about.
We got a bunch. And you know what's even is awesome? Guess who's going to be one of the guests that's going to be on the show highlighting all the Brother products?
Angela Wolfe.
Angela Wolfe.
Woo!
So Angela's going to be with us. She's going to be doing, and we're going to have some of the top Brother educators, national educators are going to be on the show. And we're going to go and get in depth on demos and projects and things on each machine. We're going to talk about, we're going to have some great show specials, some special financing. We're going to have all kinds of good things that somebody wants to purchase a machine. We're going to have a good way for them to do it. And
knowing you, Blaine, there's probably going to be some giveaways too, right?
Oh my gosh, you know it.
I know you and your giveaways. You're so generous, which makes it even more fun because we not only get to talk about the products, the Brother machines, inspire people to get creative, but we also get to give stuff away.
Yes. So we're going to have some giveaways, and we're looking so forward to it. Been working with Brother on this, and as you know, and you and Angela are ambassadors for Brother, and so we're super excited that you're going to be part of it. And so everybody at Sewing Machines Plus, we've been working really hard behind the scenes to make this happen, and along with all the other things. But this is our basically our second event in the new year, and it's going to be a 6-hour marathon day of Brother products, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Can't wait.
Ideas and inspiration. Is that when my quilt's not due then, right? No, because that's like in a week. Okay, we're good. All right. I needed to look at my calendar even. Yeah, I love it. And I believe that is also President's Day. So a lot of people may not be working. So it's an easy day to spend some time with us, right, Blaine?
Well, as you know, it is President's Day. So we are going to have to celebrate President's Day with some cool stuff. So what better way to celebrate it than with you, Angela Wolfe, and Brother products?
I mean, anytime you and Angela are in the same sentence, I'm going to be watching. So as soon as I go away, I'm going to be watching you and Angela today.
Okay, well, good. Hey, so I'm super excited about this event, and I know you and I've talked about it, and we've got some really cool things in store for everybody. So make sure y'all write that save the date down, and we're going to send some stuff out to remind everybody. But we want everybody to come and spend your day with us, and we're going to have lots and lots of fun. And hey, we've got some of the really good, educators that are going to be on there too, highlighting some products. And as you know too, Brother products have kind of been really hard to get, all last year because of the pandemic, and it's kind of carried on over into 2021. We've had a lot of problems getting products for customers. Customers are seeing a lot of back orders and things. And so I've been working with Brother for about 3 months just for this show. And so we've been trying to allocate some products that we're going to have extra products just for this show for people. So hopefully we're going to have a lot of product, and everybody that wants to get something won't have a problem.
Yeah. And I always say there's always a good time to upgrade. There's always room for one more. And you're always going to learn something. So, I say the more the merrier, more is more and less is a bore when it comes to Brother for me. So thankfully, Blaine, you have figured out the lack of product, and we're going to have that so that everybody can get their hands on these amazing machines and also get some education. I mean, the Brother educators, believe me, I'm on the phone with them all the time, just asking a question about this or asking a question about that, maybe a quick little email, because they're so great and they have so much information and they're so inspiring. So I'm super excited to have them on and even, get to talk to them face to face.
Well, we're happy that you're excited about it. And I tell you, we are. And the crazy thing is Brother's not, the only company out there. Everybody's struggled, for product this year. And I think it's because of just, the components are hard to get to make sewing machines. And I think that's what's caused a lot of it. And but Brother's been working extremely hard behind the scenes. I know that, I'm in communication with them almost daily about products. And so we've been working really hard trying to get products here. And they're assuring me that everything should be okay. And so hopefully we will. And so I know that, you're always the one that says it's time to upgrade. Well, you just did. I was like proud of you when you called me and said, guess what? I just got my 10 needle. So
I was so excited about it. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah. So, you upgraded. And so once you get that thing unboxed and start using it, you'll have to tell us all some of the things that you're doing.
I'll move my whole set. Oh, actually, I'll just roll it in here and we'll do it together. How about that? You know what I love what you said is that it's been tough to get products, right? So it's been tough to get machines because of the pandemic. What that says to me is that more and more people are getting inspired to make, and more people are sewing. And I mean, I'm looking and talking to everybody here, and Kim and Sue and Renee and Judy, and yeah, we're all making things all the time. But what I love is getting even more people inspired to make. So maybe you're getting a new machine, and then you give your older brother machine to an aspiring maker, an inspiring sewer. It's fun for me to hear. It's fun for me to see. It's tremendous for me to think about the larger amount of people that are getting inspired to sew and to learn how to sew. And, Blaine, you asked me in the very beginning, how do people get started? And we're seeing a lot of friends on here that are already sewers. But when my friends come to me, or people that see me in the media and ask, like, well, how do I do it? I say, where's your passion? Do you like home decor? Make some pillows, start with some curtains, do something easy. Are you asking me to take your shirt in? Well, take in your own shirt. And then soon enough, you'll be making your own shirts and making your own pants. So when people say, how do I get started? Just start, like wipe away the fear, put the fabric down and get going. Do a tapestry. Some stitches and learn what the stitches look like and just have fun with it, because soon enough you'll be comfortable and then you'll start making on your own.
That's a great point, Jane. And here's what I told somebody one time. I think the creativity is where you can create things, but the sewing machines actually make it so easy to sew and do the things that you want to do. So you don't have to really think too much about that. It just basically comes down to, it makes the execution great. It's just your creativity of actually what you want to create where it comes to, down to. And I know for me, just when I was working on that quilt and doing things, I used technology on my side. I made a quilt. I used a straight stitch machine to sew it all up. I put it on a long arm quilter with a robotic system, and I let the robotic system actually do all the work of quilting, and it turned out fantastic. But again, it was just, me picking out the backing and doing the color of thread that I wanted to use. Just me kind of being picky in the colors that I wanted made the quilt look good, but the machines did all the work for me. It really wasn't that hard to do. And so that's why I challenge everybody out there. If you've even quilting, if you've ever wanted to make a quilt or even a table runner or wall hanging, try one of these ready to sew quilt kits, because it makes it so easy and the work is done for you, and let your machine do the work and you just use your creativity.
Yeah, I love this idea too, because someone like me, I might be afraid to quilt or think I don't have the time to do it, or it's too much work. It's just a different mindset for me to work on a quilt. So I'm excited to be able to do that. And I can remember as a child, my mom would sew a lot of clothes. That's what she would do most of. And then I remember she sort of, accomplished and moved on. Then she really started quilting and doing beautiful quilts. And it was so fun to see her evolve into that next, step of her creation. So, and I love these comments here. It was just up. Her 6-year-old grandson or grandchild is now had a little time on the free arm, which is so fun. I've actually spent some time with some of these quilting groups across the country, and they actually let me get on the free arm, and that's the best ever.
That's exactly what it takes. It just takes you trying it out and doing that. And that's why, we encourage people, go to trade shows, go to your local stores, try machines out, join a class, join a quilt guild, join an embroidery club, because you're going to, when you talk to people and see what they're doing, you get inspired, you get ideas. And, I know, like, my mother used to make, our clothes growing up. She made a lot of clothes, and, both my sisters are just extremely artistic and talented. And it's like, you put some technology in their hands and they learn that technology, there's no telling what they can create and do. And, I know, one of my sisters got an embroidery machine, is doing embroidery, and my other sister is, she can make drapes. She can make, you just tell her something to make, she figures it out and makes it. It's, I'm always admire them because of how talented they are. But I see, all that for our customers as well. I see so many great things our customers do. And so again, I want to tell everybody out there, if y'all got one of those quilt kits yet, or if you haven't, get one. But after you complete it, send it in and show us pictures of it. And, we're doing it. I don't know if you know this, Jane, but we're having this big, huge quilt fest in March the 15th through the 20th.
I know about it. I can't wait to tune in.
Oh my gosh, it's huge. And we're having a quilting contest where people can actually make their quilts and send them in. And we had one of our customers actually, I gave her the challenge to buy, it was Carol. Matter of fact, Carol, I gave her the challenge to make, buy one of our quilt kits. She did it. She actually entered the contest. So Carol and Barty, she basically did one of them. So first quilt she's ever tried to do in her life, and she did it and entered the contest. So I challenge everybody out there to try to do the same thing.
I want to learn. I want to do my quilt kit, and then I want to learn quilting so I get really good at it. And then I want to take a bunch of old shirts. And I know everyone does this all the time, but like do some cool, edgy rock and roll t-shirts and do a quilt, which is me, because that's what I like to do, rip apart and put it back together. But it'd be cool to make it in a quilt. Blaine, I have to tell you, when people make quilts, and we know there's a lot of quilt makers, and they come up with all these quilts. My brother's mother-in-law, her sister's a quilt maker in St. Louis, and she's got all these quilts and all these quilts and all these quilts. And we said, well, what are we gonna do with all these quilts? Once you've given them out and everyone in the family has a quilt, well, what do we do with the rest of them? I've met some amazing quilting guilds that donate their quilts to people in need. And I spent some time in New York a couple of years ago before the pandemic, and we went into a women's shelter. And I met this girl who received a quilt from one of the quilting guilds. And I was with the woman that gave it to her. And she said, this is mine. I own this. And I just looked at her with just, in amazement, because she was so touched by the gift of Handmade. And again, back to being creative, back to doing it and making something yourself. Aside from the satisfaction that you get because you made it yourself, you're giving it away and you're making somebody else's life just a little bit better by that gift of Handmade. So we can all touch other people with the work that we do on our brother machines.
Well, Jane, you're exactly right. And, I'll kind of I'll share a personal story with you of what I did for my wife. My wife's father passed away when she was extremely young. And so, she had a suitcase that was just, you couldn't even close the suitcase up. It was all bulging out of, all his shirts and some things in there. And so when we got married, she brought that suitcase in and I was like, why are you keeping it? Why don't you just throw it away? Because I just can't stand the thought of getting rid of it. That's all I have left of him. And so we've moved in a couple of places. And so we moved out here and naturally I had that big, suitcase of shirts again and trying to find places to put it. So I got the idea. I said, you know what? I'm going to get his shirts and I'm not going to let her know about them. I'm going to kind of sneak them out of the house. And I went and a friend of ours out here helped me, and I had a lot of help. Matter of fact, a ton of help of people. Actually, Cindy Hogan even helped me on this project. But I took her dad's shirts, and we made a quilt out of them. And I also found a photograph of him, and I got Cindy Hogan to digitize that photo, and we used photo stitching and did an embroidered square of his face. And then I got Michelle. I got her brother to send me her dad's signature that was on his marriage license. And we took that and digitized that signature and put his signature. And then we actually put a little saying that he always talked about. And he actually even had it on his tombstone. And we put that on there and did this quilt. And then I surprised her with it and just had it on the bed one night. She walked in and saw it. And I had a lot of people helping me do this. And Marguerite was, a friend of ours that was really instrumental in making this happen. I had, Deb Donovan and Lynn here at the store and Laura at our San Marcos store actually helped me with the embroidery part of it. Cindy Hogan did all the digitizing and it was a big team effort of everybody helping, but it is absolutely beautiful. So what I'll have to do is bring some pictures and share with everybody so they can see this because they did such a good job with this quilt.
What a beautiful story, Blaine. The second you said the signature, I got the chills because that's such a great touch. I love adding that to it. And the idea that we can digitize it and put it into our creative artwork is truly amazing. The other thing I love about taking old shirts like that, I did the same thing with my mom's shirts. I would probably want to give them away, but she had me shorten them as she, because it was easier for her to have the shirts short and they were just t-shirts. And I turned them not into a quilt, but just into like a blanket. And I made one for my brother and one for myself. And I said to my brother, anytime you need a hug from mommy, it's right there. So I think that's a beautiful idea, Blaine. And I love what you did with the photo and the signature. So again, creative ideas, there's no limits.
There's not, Jane, and it was basically it was incorporating embroidery with quilting and just made a very unique art piece. And what was so great about it, naturally, Michelle, when she first sees it, she's drawn to the picture of him and sees that and all the writing. Well, then all of a sudden, and what's crazy about it, she had just been looking at a picture of him, I think like a few days before, that she didn't even tell me that before she found the quilt. But she kind of started, and then she kind of noticed his shirts. That was like the second thing. And then she saw the shirt that was on the quilt from the picture, like 2-3 days before she had looked at he was wearing in this picture. So, naturally she teared up and was very emotional, but it was something I felt like, instead of carrying his shirts around in a suitcase everywhere we went, now she's got a quilt that she can display and see it all the time and use it if she wanted to. So.
I love it. What a great idea. And then the other thing too, that's funny is you see the shirts and you're like, oh, I remember when he wore this. He used to wear this one here and he used to wear this one here. And that's always so much fun too. But great idea. And if involved, the talented people here can make quilts or even sew blankets. And you want to do that for friends who have lost loved ones. I think that's just a great way to give back.
Well, you're right. And there's a organization out there that I used to be involved with. And actually, we talked about it yesterday. I had a meeting yesterday with some of our team, and we talked about it. It's called Quilts for Kids. And it's a national organization. and they have chapters throughout the United States. You can belong to a local chapter, and what they do, it's just volunteer. People come in and they volunteer their fabric, they volunteer their time, and they make quilts. And they all different size, little smaller quilts usually. And then like what I was involved in, we took it to the hospital, a children's hospital, and donated them to all these children that have terminally, ill diseases and things. And again, I remember walking into this cancer patient, a little young boy. It was 9 years old, and we had a quilt that somebody had race cars on it, and I mean, just to see him light up, it was amazing. What he's so excited to get that quilt. So I think that we talked about that yesterday. We're going to look into trying to get that going out here and being involved in it. But again, we'll be asking for volunteers too to help us. But if you've got y'all need to check it out there. If you got a local chapter, get involved with it, because that's a great thing to do and help. And especially if you want to learn how to quilt, what a better way to do it is go, meet with some of these other people that are already doing it and let them help you.
And even if you're like, my brain stops at sewing, let's make some stuffed hearts and we can give them to, folks that are dealing with cancer. Let's make some stuffed toys and give them to kids that are in the hospital. And I've had the opportunity to meet so many amazing people that are making for good and giving back. So I think what a great way to think about the creative stuff that we do. Thanks, Blaine. I got to go make something for somebody.
Hey, but that's all it's about, isn't it? We got to get out here and get creative and try to brighten people's days up and inspire people. And I know that's what your specialty is. You inspire me, and you inspire millions of other people. I know that they watch your show in Chicago, and so it's always good to have you on. And Jane, I know that you've got to run. I know you're a busy girl. We love you coming on the show. We so appreciate you being here, and we cannot wait until the 15th.
February 15th.
Is that a couple weeks away, guys?
It's like a week from Monday, right?
From Monday.
Yeah. So February 15th, if you're in Chicago like me, it's at noon. If you are on the West Coast like Blaine, it is at 10 a.m. If you're anywhere in between, like our friends in New York, you're going to go at 1. So we've got you covered wherever you're at across the country, but it's going to be a great day. February 15th. Ooh. I can't wait to be back on your show, Blaine. Thank you so much for having me here today. Oh, and also, friends, if you want more Jane, go to JaneClaus.com. That's where you can find me, JaneClaus.com. I would love to stay in touch with you and talk about February 15th. I wonder.
Thanks, Jane.
Thanks, Blaine.
Well, hey, I was disappeared there for a second.
Did you lose the microphone, I think?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for stopping by. Everybody say bye to Jane. And hey, we cannot wait to see you on the 15th, Jane.
I can't wait either. Thanks, Blaine. I'll see you guys later.
We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Bye. All right. So, hey, we had Jane Claus here, guys. I know that y'all love her to death. She is always an inspiration and so exciting and inspires people. But our next guest is unbelievable. And I have known this next guest for a long time. And matter of fact, I think somebody even made a comment today. Our very first show that we ever did on the live show, Angela Wolfe was our guest. And I was really wanting her to be our first guest in 2021, and schedules didn't work out that way. But we got her here today. This is our second show of the year. We had to have Angela Wolfe on. So y'all, welcome Angela Wolfe to our show. Hey, Angela, I just think you're on mute or something maybe. Can we hear her yet?
I am on mute. You know why? Because I've been blowing up this crazy ball.
So, all right, I've got to ask you first thing. What are you blowing up a ball for?
Well, before I tell you, I gotta say that was a great episode. Hi, Jade. That was fantastic. I cannot wait to see your quilt. So it's January. Well, no, it's February actually. But in January, I bought this ball because it's ergonomically. You sit on it, right? And it came in a this thing. And then they give you this. Like, do you know how long this is gonna take? So yeah, you caught me blowing up.
Oh my gosh. Hey, have you been talking to our customer service team, Angela? everybody in our customer service area has those big balls they're sitting on now. And they think, they said it helps them, their core, strengthen their core. And they one girl said, I've lost so much weight. She's telling me how much weight she lost by sitting on that big air up ball. So that is so funny that you have one.
If they had to blow up their own ball, that's how you lose weight, because I'm over here I'm going to be a hot mess.
That's so funny. All right. So you're going to be here with us on the 15th, and we're super pumped about this event. And I know that you're going to have some great things in store for us as usual. However, I got something I got to show you. Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So if everybody, is there some Wolfpack out there today? If you're one of Angela's Wolfpack members, chime in. But me and Angela started this project a few months ago, and we kind of had the help with her Wolfpack. We actually designed a sewing mat just for Angela, and we're going to be selling it here at Sewing Machines Plus. And we advertised, we showed some pictures that it was going to be silver, and we're going to do some, black on it and make it real classy and elegant. Well, this is what I got. This is not the one you're going to get, Angela. But everybody take a look at that. I'm not real happy with it. So
it's kind of blah.
Yeah, it just didn't do what we thought it would do. So we decided to scrap that one. It's gone. Y'all ready to see the one we came up with?
Oh, yes, yes.
Look at this.
Oh, I love that.
This is like a
We're wearing matching colors.
It matches your shirt almost. It's a hot pink, and this is the new Angela Wolfpack sewing mat, and this thing is awesome, and it's going to be in 3 different colors. Three different sizes. This is the color it comes in. 3 different sizes. So you're going to get a extra large for the big, large machines. You're going to get a large for the medium-sized machines, and you're going to get a small for the very small machines and sergers. So it is going to be awesome. And I know we had a bunch of people already pre-ordered it, and I hope you're not going to be disappointed that we changed the colors, but I just wasn't happy with the silver. I took a picture of my phone. I sent it to Angela. I said, Angela, I can't do this, but I wanted to unveil the pretty pink one to her today.
I want to see on the corner, it says proud member of the Wolfpack, and I actually hand signed the far right side, and it looks great. And the sewing machine is going the right direction now. Yay!
Yep, it turned out fantastic.
I love it.
So they're in production now. So we should have these coming up very soon. I told them we had to have these ASAP because we had a bunch of people waiting on them. And I know, so thank y'all for being patient. And that's what happened. We got the color in, and we just weren't happy with it. And we thought about trying to make it even like a platinum, darker charcoal gray. And I said, nope, that looks too dull and boring. Angela's bright, cheerful, and exciting. We got to have a mat that matches your personality, and this is it.
And I love pink.
I know. So I thought what a perfect color to go with. So anyway, that's it. I wanted to surprise you with the new color, and
I love it.
I'm glad you're excited about it, and I know everybody else out there will probably be. And these are on sale right now. You can go ahead and pre-order yours. We only have a limited supply coming in. There's only going to be 45 mats of each size that are coming on the first batch. So they'll probably be sold out before we get them here. So, but I know right now we're not sold out on them. So if you want one, go ahead and get your pre-order in. They're on our website. And I'm sure Kyle can probably put the link up there for everybody. But we're super excited about it. And Kyle's the Angela Wolf mat still up? Is it the right color? It still shows silver out there, everybody. It still shows that it's silver. It's not going to be silver. It's going to be this hot pink. And I'm telling you, this color is beautiful. It's going to be a great looking mat. So if you want one of these, don't delay. Get on there and get you one today, and because they will sell out. We know that.
I am very excited for that. And guess what? You don't have to blow it up like the ball. It just shows up. You put it on the table. I'm going to have them. I do in-house classes here just with 12 people, and I'm going to have one for every table for everyone because it buffers the sound of the machine, and it looks nice too, but it just looks so classy. And any machine that you're using. In my class, we use a mixture of everything from the Luminaire all the way to the PQ 1500, and they all make little different noises. And that mat will buffer, and it's so quiet in here. So, and I have 2 for the sergers as well. So I think for the sergers is going to be priceless. I don't know about you guys, but when I use my serger, I'm always pedal to the metal, and the whole machine kind of vibrates a little bit. Now, has nothing to do with Brother or the machine. I think it has to do with the speed that I just like to go full blast. So I think that mat is going to help it tremendously because I'm using your flag mat, by the way, over on that table, and I have both sergers on the flag mat too. So that American flag one is fantastic, and it passed the test because the machines are quiet, smooth, and actually they don't even vibrate as much. So there must be some buffer in there that helps that. So great idea, Blaine. I love it. I love the pink. Thanks.
Well, that's what these whole mats were. Basically, we invented these things for, Angela, was, when you have all these expensive machines now, I mean, who would have thought you would be paying, $15,000 for an embroidery machine and things, 5 years ago?
Right.
And so with those expensive machines you have now and everything, this really helps protect the electronics because it does, keep that vibration from happening, and then it dampens the sound, and then it protects whatever surface you have it sitting on. So it is a great, tool to have. And I tell everybody, if you own a sewing machine, you got to have a sewing mat for it.
And it doesn't even have to be a high-end machine. The lower end machines, it helps. It keeps them real quiet. They don't bounce around your table. It really makes a difference. And I see Arnell just made a comment. Arnell, I know you would have loved me to pick purple, but pink is going to work too. Purple is her favorite color. We had a vote though. The Wolfpack voted and pink won.
Oh, well, good. So we are going to, we may expand the colors to this one day too. So everybody, so just be patient. We may have a whole little collection. Angela and I get together and we start, thinking about things. We may have some crazy stuff come out. But right now, the first one's going to be pink. We got 45 of each size coming, so don't delay. And hopefully, if we sell those out pre-order, we'll get another batch on order. And it usually takes about 45 to 60 days of the production. So that's why it takes a little while to get all this done. So it doesn't happen overnight. But anyway, we're going to have them pretty soon. I can't wait to get them in. And I know that we have you allotted some out for your classroom. And you'll get to have your own branded sewing mat at your classroom, which will really be cool.
It's going to be fantastic. Angela Wolfe / Brother Sewing Room.
So I got to talk to you a little bit about our event coming up on the 15th. Now, it's President's Day. We're going to have a big celebration. It's going to be a brother, 6 hours of brother. And I know, I forgot the exact time you're going to be on. Wasn't it 1:30?
I always get confused if it's your time or my time. I think it's like 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock my time, which is...
it's 4 o'clock your time, 1 o'clock my time. That's what it was. So she'll be...
everybody that knows me knows like I'm in bed by like 8 o'clock. And so when we're first talking, Blaine says, come on, let's do the end of the show. And I said, great. He said 4. And I wait. You're in California. That's like 3 hours. Like I'll be in my pajamas with a mask on my face and having a glass of wine. That's not going to work.
Yeah, you put a halt on that real quick. So yeah, I think we have you. It's going to be 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and 1 p.m. Pacific Time. So when you'll be on Monday the 15th, and we're looking so forward to it, Angela. And as always, we love you being on the show. And what you got any cool things you're working on right now?
Actually, well, besides the ball, I am actually working on a couple great things. So I don't know. I know you have quite a few of your customers that bought the Luminaire 2. The master class is still rolling. So I've had a lot of customers in there that are taking that are in the master class. If you bought the Luminaire 2 with the bundle package, you're in my master class. And there are a ton of great projects. So lately, I've been scrolling around watching for the hashtag Brother Sews and Angela Wolfe to see what you're making. And there are some super cute bags coming out of that. So I've been following along with that, and I'm working on some new classes, a couple new patterns. You know me, I'm always busy over here. And if you hear any weird noises, because my husband just got back from fishing and I'm hearing like a clunk clunk. And just so you know, I gave him this much room here, by the way, for the man cave downstairs. I think it's expanding. But no, I'm working on a lot of fun projects like that. And always the weekly live shows on Brother. I don't know, Blaine, you were probably busy, but about 2 hours ago, I was just live with Jerry. He had a great thing for your followers, taking the scan and cut and making Valentine's cards. Jerry was joking that the Valentine's cards nowadays are like $10. And I said, no kidding, I just bought one. Well, the scan and cut, he showed an entire tutorial how to cut and sew with it. Fantastic. So you want to catch those. Those are on the Brother Sews page.
Yeah, we need to go take a look at that. So I know Jerry, he's super talented as well. And we're still waiting for confirmation on all the other educators we're going to have on the 15th. And Jerry was one of them that's possibility that's going to be on our show. So we hope he gets to come on there. But we know you're definitely in, and we're super pumped about that. And as you know, you were the first phone call I made.
Thanks, Blaine. Since I was the first on the show, this is so fantastic, and I'm working on a special project just for that show. So I can just give you a little hint about it. It has something to do with Star Wars. That's it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Our customers love Star Wars.
Yes.
Love Star Wars and Marvel. They love them both. And we actually have a machine that, kind of featured Star Wars and Marvel. So, and I'm not going to say anymore. I can't tell them the lineup just yet, but it's going to be some cool stuff.
It's going to be very fun. Oh, you know what else I've been working on? You want to get a good laugh? You should make this for Michelle. Here. You see this at the Luminaire?
Oh, yeah.
This is a set of lips. And then you have a zipper in it. So you're supposed to put love notes in there and chocolates. So I'm giving this to Win. And everyone gave me suggestions of what else to put in there, like little notes, like he'll get a back massage and stuff like that. So you need to make one of these. I'll give you this. You can scan it into the machine, make a set of lips, and then you can send, we're calling this the traveling lips. And so you can send, I'm not traveling my lips to you, but like you can make your own set of lips for Michelle, and you can put little notes in there. And all year long, I think what they said today on the live show is we should just pass it back and forth. Like, so I'll give Win a note one day. He'll give me a note. So do that with Michelle. She'll love that.
All right. So first of all, you need to get a hold of her and teach her how to make one of those and let her give me the back massage and put the chocolate in there.
Okay. I'll get in touch with Michelle, but then you better be prepared because you got to give something back. That's the whole thing.
I'll just put my credit card in there and say, go shop.
Yeah. That sounds perfect.
Sounds easy, doesn't it?
Okay, so you call in and we're going to be all set. And so I know a ton of people were watching this. This was on yesterday's show. So if you want to make one of these, you can go to AngelaWolfe.com and click down and rewatch how to make your own lips.
And Angela, you have a show, if I'm not mistaken, every Wednesday, correct?
Yes, every Wednesday. Well, I have a show on Brother every Tuesday and Thursday at noon on the Brother Sews page. And then I have a show on my page, Angela Wolfe. If you go to Angela Wolfe Couture on Facebook or YouTube, you just go to AngelaWolfe.com and click on either. But it's at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's always behind the scenes. So you never know what you're going to find here. I'm usually sewing or making a hot mess. Right now I'm organizing. So that's the hot mess. Or there's embroidery, a little bit of everything. Just depends what's going on in the studio that week. I'm working on some new patterns. So next week's show might be very interesting. So a lot of fun.
How does I know that you're still involved with It's So Easy TV. So are y'all have a bunch of new shows coming out for the 2021 season?
Yeah, so we just finished taping in December. It was kind of a really crazy December, but with COVID and with the travel restrictions, I actually got a little under the weather, just a cold, I think. But anyways, I wasn't able to travel. So I had to tape the entire season here in my studio. So that was really interesting. I'm really curious to see how these shows turn out. So just so you know, if anyone likes to critique, which I love your critiques, please be gentle this time because it might be a little bit awkward, but it worked. So that season will be coming out, I believe, in the middle of March, April, somewhere in there. So that'll be the next season that pops out.
All right. So everybody, you're going to have to make sure you tune in and go watch It's So Easy and see Angela's shows where she taped it from her studio. And hey, Angela, as always, we love you coming on the show. Thank you so much for sharing everything you do with us and being a part of our company. And we love working with you. And And we're looking so forward to the 15th because I know we always have a blast. And you throw Jane in the mix with us, it's just always a barrel of fun. And,
Oh, yeah. We're
and
going
I'm
to have
so
a lot of
happy
fun.
you got to come on the first of the year because, you were our very first show that we ever did. And I'm going to always remember that. And that was so much fun. And I know we have customers out there right now that were part of that show as well. And they love seeing you. So again, guys, if you are not part of the Wolf Pack, you can always go join Angela's show and be part of the Wolf Pack. She has a lot of stuff going on. It's just go to AngelaWolfe.com and you can see everything about her. And do you have your brother's schedule on your website as well, Angela?
I do. If you go to AngelaWolfe.com, you scroll down a little ways. I have the weekly schedule of who's coming on that week. And I'm actually the page. There's going to be a whole separate page for now. It should be up by tomorrow that'll have a schedule for the whole month. So if you have a favorite ambassador that you want to see or a favorite educator you want to see, you'll know right away to save that time. And you can also watch the videos right from the website. So if you're not on Facebook, it doesn't matter. You can watch straight from the website. So I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. And it doesn't cost anything to be a Wolf Pack member. By the way, you just have to join Angela Wolfe Patterns. Sew one of my tops, or at least pretend, and then you're in. You're good.
There you go. So, hey, that's an easy way to do it. Well, Angela, thank you so much for coming on today. We sure appreciate it. And as always, I love working with you and can't wait to see you on the 15th.
Thank you, Blaine. And I have to tell you, the Wolf Pack says thank you for all the fabulous giveaways you did during the holidays, during our social hop. Oh my gosh, it was amazing. So thank you for supporting us too. So bye, everyone. And I cannot wait to see you on the 15th.
All righty. We'll talk to you later.
See ya.
All right, y'all heard it right here first. Angela Wolfe and Jane are going to be on our show on the 15th, and we're super excited to have them on. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about our upcoming event after the Brother Showcase. So the Brother Showcase is going to be on February the 15th. So a month right after that, we are having our virtual Quilt Fest, and it's going to be March 15th through the March 20th. It's going to be 6 days of all day long demos and things. And guys, we have such a great event planned for you. We have Jenny Doan. If y'all have ever been involved in any kind of quilting, everybody knows Jenny Doan. Jenny Doan's going to be on here on Monday and Tuesday of that week. She's going to do a special presentation for you. It's going to be an hour-long presentation that you're going to get to see her. She's going to share a lot of tips and tricks and ideas about quilting. And then, hold on to your seats, guys. I know Kyle and David are super pumped about this next one. It's the professional stripper, the stripper of quilting, the queen of quilting, Eleanor Burns. And Eleanor Burns is going to be here, and she's going to do a show. She's going to do a special presentation about quilting and things. And oh my gosh, you put them two ladies in any event, and it's going to be a fun party. So can't wait to work with Jenny and Eleanor again. Great ladies, and they're going to be on our show as well. And then we have a panel of celebrity judges. Oh my gosh, we have such a good panel of celebrity judges going to be on here that are going to judge the quilting contest. And they're also going to be on some episodes where we call it Meet the Judges. They're going to tell you a little bit of what they look for to make a perfect quilt, what they see a lot of mistakes made. So they're going to give you some tips and tricks and things, in quilting. So really good. You want to watch that and pick their brains. So it's going to be a great lineup. You can go to our website at SewingMachinesPlus.com. We have the virtual quilt show banner up on the front. Just click that. You can go and see all the information. And then we are going to have unbelievable giveaways, guys. And I think I've told y'all this. We're giving away, it's called the Dream Studio Giveaway, and it's going to be a $50,000 package that we're going to outfit your entire studio. And we're talking about you're going to get a long arm quilting machine and frame. You're going to get a sit down quilting machine and a table. You're going to get an embroidery machine. You're going to get a serger. You're going to get a high end sewing machine. You're going to get a scan and cut. You're going to get a Laura Star ironing system. You're getting all kinds of tables and cabinets and cutting tables and all kinds of threads and stabilizers. It is going to be an unbelievable package that you're going to get. And so we're going to outfit your whole room, brand new stuff. And I'm telling you what, if you don't have a room, you may have to have a yard sale, but or run your, everybody out of the garage and convert your garage over. But this is going to be an unbelievable package. And then in the quilting contest that we're having, we're going to have a People's Choice Award. We're going to open it up on February the 14th. You can start voting. Oh, I'm sorry, the 15th, Kyle. So February 15th, we're going to open it up. You can start voting on the quilts. They're going to have a whole page. You can go in and look at all the different quilts that have been submitted. Right now, I think there's over 60 quilts that have been submitted for the contest. And we're still opened. We're going to be open up all the way until the 14th if you want to submit your quilt. And voting starts on the 15th, so people can go vote. When you vote, you're automatically entered to win the Dream Studio, but you can increase your chances with your participation throughout the event. So if you do comments and shares and likes and all those things, it increases your chances. So you want to make sure that you watch the show every day if you can and participate in it, and you're going to increase your chances to win that Dream Studio. But our People's Choice Award winner is going to win a $7,000 quilting package. And then our judges are going to have a winner that they're going to judge. And that the judge's choice is also going to win a $7,000 package. So great stuff. And then Kyle and David, guess how much money of other stuff we're going to give away randomly? It's insane. Another $50,000 worth of product that we're just going to give away throughout the week. So it is an absolutely insane amount of products that we're giving away. You don't want to miss this event. This is going to be the biggest quilting event in the United States in 2021. By far, nothing's going to even touch it. And so we want y'all to join in and enjoy it. And there's going to be all kinds of different things, not only just quilting stuff. We're going to have some embroidery things, some sewing things. You're going to get to see a lot of different demos with machines from some of the best educators in the business. So you want to make sure you tune in and watch that and spend 6 days with me. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to have to kind of start, resting and getting on this regiment right now, but I'm going to try to be able to host this thing for 7.5 hours a day for 6 days. We'll see how it goes. But I may have to get Kyle and David to come in and rescue me or something. But anyway, we're going to have a great event. We're looking so forward to it. We want y'all to make sure you mark it down and do that. And then also we want to make another thing that we're going to do and save the date on this and mark it down. On June the 14th through June 19th, we're going to have Hoop Fest. And Hoop Fest is going to be our virtual festival that's all about embroidery. And we're going to have everything you ever wanted to know about embroidery. We're going to talk about needles, stabilizer. We're going to talk about in machines. We're going to talk about digitizing. We're going to talk about everything you can think of about doing embroidery. And so you don't want to miss that event as well. It's going to be incredible. We're going to have some of the embroidery stars on the show. And we also are going to have an embroidery contest. And you're saying, well, what's an embroidery contest? Well, you think of a quilt contest, you make a quilt and people judge you on it. We're going to say we're having a contest that we're going to have a little criteria that you have to meet, but it's basically about creativity. Somebody that can come up with something very creative in embroidery and a way to use embroidery. And we're going to have a judging contest on that. And we're going to have a People's Choice Award. We're going to have a judges contest, and you're going to be able to win some prizes on that as well. And once again, the giveaways are going to be incredible. So you don't want to miss our Hoop Fest in June 14th through the 19th. And Kyle, do we have the dates for the Sew Fest yet? The exact date? I know it's in September. So Sew Fest is going to be in September, and it's going to be another huge festival that you don't want to miss. And, all right, so David just told me it's September 13th through the 18th is Sew Fest. Make sure y'all mark that down in your calendars. And it is, again, going to be a one-of-a-kind event, the biggest event in the country, and it is going to be awesome. And we're going to have a ton of vendors going to be involved, a ton of celebrities, and so you don't want to miss this, and a ton of giveaways. So a lot of things on the horizon at Sewing Machines Plus. And, hey, we're even going to do, again, we're going to have our Cyber Monday, which is going to be on November the 29th. That Cyber Monday, we're going to do that show. And then we're going to have our Countdown to Christmas show again, and that'll be in December, and that's when I get to dress up like Santa Claus again. So a lot of stuff going on at Sewing Machines Plus this year. And in between all those big events, we're going to have a ton of virtual classes and things that you can take, and with some of the top, manufacturers out there. So we're getting ready to post all that up, and it is just going to be a nonstop show all year long here. And so we hope that y'all will join in and invite all your friends and things to come and be in there with us. All right, so we have got to give away some stuff today, and I'm going to tell you what we're giving away, and then I'm going to tell you my little testing experience. So as y'all know, on here a couple times, I have talked about the Greentech environmental air purification and how it's really changed my life. And because I'm so, have allergies so bad and wake up congested all the time. So I got one of these air purifiers and started using it, and it's really changed my life. And so they have some other products. They have one of the products is called a patio heater. And David, can we show that patio heater real quick? I want to show everybody this patio heater. And this is called the Pure Heat Garage and Patio. And this thing, I actually bought one and took it home. And I absolutely love this thing. And you can adjust it to different heights. You don't have to have it real tall. You can make it a little lower to where, like, if you're sitting on your patio out there, it would be not very high, much higher than the sitting height. So it would really heat everybody up. And this thing is incredible. It has 3 settings on it, and it also has a timer. So you can set the timer and let it kick off automatically. We're actually going to give one of these away today. And this is $199 retail value. We're going to give this thing away. And I can recommend this 100% because I am using one right now in my garage, and I absolutely love it. The other thing that they have, I've got one in my office right now. It's called the Year Round. And this thing is unbelievable as well. It is a fan and a heater all in one. And so you can basically turn the heat on. It has a thermostat that you can set the temperature you want it at. It oscillates, so it goes right and left, just like one of those oscillating fans, and puts heat out. And if it's, then once the winter's over and it's summertime, you can just strictly just use the fan. And I've got one in my office right now that I've been using. And for the heat, and because it's been a little cold snap out here in California. We've had it, it's been getting down in the 40s, and so we in our office sometimes in the morning it's a little chilly. So I got one of those and put it in my office, and I'm absolutely loving it how it works. It's got, I think it's 4 or 5 different fan setting speeds, so it really works great. And then the last product that I'm actually testing right now is what's that name? You want to put that up there, David? It's the Pure Heat 3-in-1. And this thing is not only is it a heater, you can set the thermostat on it and it automatically heats the room. And this thing works great. I'm actually testing this right now as well. And it also is a humidifier, and it also is an air purifier. So it's a 3-in-1. And so you can use it for all 3 things that you want. And this thing is awesome. It's got a great price on it at $299. And I've been testing this, and so far, everything about it I really like. I haven't tested the humidifier part on it yet, but I have tested the air purifier and I've tested the heat. And I really like both of those features. I am going to be testing that humidifier and see how I like that. But it's, if you're in a need for some heat, some humidity, and things, and some air purification, this is the machine you want to get. So y'all go check that out. It's on the Greentech pages on our website. And just wanted to kind of tell y'all about my experience. I've been testing those, and we like to test a lot of the products that we sell here just to make sure they're great quality and we're happy with them. And I can tell you so far at Greentech, everything I've been using with those, I'm really excited about. And but today we're going to give away some sewing mats, and we're going to give away 2 sewing mats. We're going to give away 2 bag bundles, and the sewing mats, we're going to actually let you pick your size and your color out of all the 9 different ones that we have. And then we've got our bag bundle here. Let me get this up. This is y'all know about our event bags. We have all the different colors of event bags. We're going to give 2 of those bundles away. This is a $49 value on our website. And, out here in California, when you go shopping, you have to either pay for your shopping bags if you go to the grocery store or have your own. So these are great for people that where you have to have your own shopping bags. And if you are a quilter and broader, this is a great thing to put your stash in. So anyway, we have those. We're going to give 2 of those bundles away. We're going to give 2 of the mats, and then we're going to give 1 of those patio heaters away from Greentech. So we're super excited about the giveaways today. So David, do we have a winner for one of the bag bundles? So Tony E. Simpson. So congratulations, Tony. You just won our bag bundle. So Tony, what we need you to do is send us an email to contest, plural, with an S on the end of it, to SewingMachinesPlus.com. In the header, put I won, and in the body of it, put your name, your shipping address, where you want it shipped to, and just put, hey, I won the bag bundle. And get that sent over, emailed to us, and we'll get that shipped out to you. All right, David, so we need a second winner for our bag bundle. And Cindy, I can't see the last name. Cusmuno. Okay, Cindy Cusmuno. I think that's what he's saying. Cindy Cusmuno, you're our winner. So again, Cindy, make sure that you email us to contest with an S on the end, plural, to SewingMachinesPlus.com. And he's putting it on the screen right there. And, in the header, put I won. In that body, put your name, your shipping address, and put I won the bag bundle. And we'll get that shipped out to you. All right. So our next giveaway we're going to do is we're going to give 2 of the sewing mats away. And this time we're going to let you pick your color. We're going to let you pick your size. The only ones that's not in the drawing will be the new Angela Wolfe. That's not in the drawing, but all the other 9 that we have on our website are in the drawing. So you can just pick which one you want and what color. We have those 6 you see right there. And then we also have the 3 limited edition ones, which one of them is the American flag. One is the Best Friends in pink or blue. And those only come in one size. They only come in the extra large size, those 3 special editions. But those 6 you see right there come in all 3 sizes, and those are the colors we have. So we'll just, when whoever wins it, you just let us know which one you want in the email. So, David, do you have us a winner for the sewing mat, the first giveaway? Loretta Strong. So, Loretta Strong, congratulations, Loretta. Or no, Lorena, you're saying. Lorena. So, I'm sorry. Lorena Strong, you are our winner. And so, Lorena, make sure that you email us to contest, plural, at SewingMachinesPlus.com. And put in the header I won. In your body, put your name with your shipping address, and then put, hey, I won the sewing mat, and tell us the size you want and the color you want, and get that emailed over to us, and we'll get that shipped out to you. Okay? All right, and let's give us another winner for the sewing mats. All right. So it's Charlene Scott. So congratulations, Charlene, on winning. And again, Charlene, email us at contest with plural with an S at SewingMachinesPlus.com. And in the header, put I won. In the body, put your name, your shipping address, and then tell us what color and what size of sewing mat you want. Okay? All right. So, guys, guess what we're giving away next? We're giving away the patio heater. And I know this thing is awesome. It's $199 value. And I've got one personally. I bought one of them, and I absolutely love this thing. And I actually didn't make it the tall version. I actually took one of the pipes out and shortened the version up. So like if you're sitting on your patio furniture, it'll be that height, and it really puts the heat out. And it doesn't have a fan. It's a kind of a direct heat where it just warms any object that's in front of it up. So it doesn't really heat the air. It heats the object. So really nice to have on the patio. And so I've really enjoyed mine in the garage so far when I'm out there working in the garage. So let's get us a winner, David, and let's give that away. So, well, who's the winner? So it's Renee Davenport Johnson. All right, so Renee Davenport Johnson, congratulations, Renee, on winning the patio heater. And again, Renee, send us an email to contest, plural, with an S on the end of it, to SewingMachinesPlus.com. In that header, put I won. In the body, put your name, your shipping address, and tell us you won the heater, and we'll get that shipped right out to you. And guys, I want to let y'all know too, the patio heaters were a hot commodity this year. And we sold hundreds of those things. They were in hot demand. They're going on sale today. They're going to be on sale for $179. We have 37 of them left, 37 only. If y'all want one of them, jump on it and get one today. There are $20 off, and there are 37 left. And they'll be done for the rest of the year until the end of 2021. We'll get them this fall. We'll get more of them in, but this is the last of them. We just got 38 more in. We just gave one of them away. So we'll have 37. So if y'all want to get one of those, do it. Anyway, hey guys, we love that y'all came on the show today. And oh, there's Renee. So hey, thank you, Renee, and congratulations. And thank everybody for joining the show today. And I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We kind of tried to do a little something different. Just talk to Angela and Jane and talk a little bit about the shows coming up. And we want y'all to make sure y'all document that and put it in your calendars. And as always, there's 4 ways to order at Sewing Machines Plus. If y'all need to get a hold of somebody, you can just go, visit our website at SewingMachinesPlus.com. You can call our 1-800 number. It's 800-401-8151 and speak to one of our sales agents. You can go on the website and speak to one of our live chat agents. And you can always email us at info@SewingMachinesPlus.com as well. And so we're here to help you. And we're always thrilled that we have you as a customer, and so happy that y'all join us and spend an hour with us on our Thursdays. And we got a lot of cool stuff coming up this year. And so we hope that y'all will, join in with us and be part of it. And make sure you write those dates that I gave you down. We're going to be putting stuff up on the website. Go check out our Quilt Fest page that we have on the website. David just showed it right there. Y'all can see that. It is, we got a lot of information on there. It's still not too late to enter a quilt if you want to enter a quilt. And a matter of fact, you could probably still buy one of these ready to sew quilt kits like I've got behind me here and get that made and enter it. You probably still have time. So the 14th is the last day you can enter your quilt. And basically all you have to do is make the quilt, take pictures of it. We have directions on how you submit your pictures and what angles and things that we have to have. And you get that in and you're automatically entered. So you'd have a great chance to win an unbelievable, 2 chances to basically win a quilting package. So anyway, guys, hey, thank y'all again. We enjoyed being here with you today. And we will see y'all on the 15th for sure. Y'all have a great day out there.